What's up everybody, welcome to SKTechCorner. In today's video, I'll be sharing about how to prolong your battery life. Alright, let's jump into it on how to actually prolong your battery life. Okay, I have 13 tips to share with you guys, and all you need to do is just turn things off, whichever I'm telling you to do it. I'll definitely give you a reason behind it as well, so you will actually know in details why this is actually a battery sucker in the first place. Okay, 13 tips only, and that's all. In which apps that actually kills your battery life more than anything else is basically Facebook. If you have them on your phone, okay, you don't have to delete it. Please don't delete it. Okay, everyone needs Facebook, everyone uses Facebook, so it's good, but you just have to disable the notifications. For me, it works. I just disable the notifications and I can still sustain the battery life that I wanted. Okay, so you can take that as a pro tip. I would say try it. Just turn off the notification. The first one that you should consider turning it off, go to your settings, go to general, go to background app refresh. Make sure background app refresh is turned off. Okay, go here, click on off, and that's it. Okay, it even tells you, it even explains over there that allow apps to refresh their content when on Wi-Fi or a mobile network in the background. Turning off apps may help preserve battery life. Okay, so basically what it does is that it allows certain contents on the app to be downloaded even when you're not using them. So I would recommend to turn it off. Trust me, you will see the difference in probably in a week time. Alright, let's move on to number 2. Turn off unnecessary location services. Okay, this actually is one of the biggest battery drainers. I'm not going to be the one who's going to tell you to turn it off, but after watching this video, if you follow through, trust me, you will see the difference. 2 things to look out for is always and purple arrow. Okay, I'm talking about always and purple arrow. So if you go down all the way to privacy, go to your location services. Once your location service is right, this is all the apps which are using your location services. So the 2 things that I mentioned just now you should look out for is always and a purple arrow. So the purple arrow means it has used your location within the 24 hours. Not always bad, but sometimes it can be a red flag. Okay, and always if any of these apps shows always, it means an app can use your location all the time, where even when you're not using it. You get the ring, right? You get the hang out of it. So if an app is always using your location services, that consumes a lot of data. And what happens when you consume a lot of data? It consumes a lot of battery. So that's how you are actually losing a lot of battery. So make sure all of this are basically showing while using the app or never. Like you see, my bank doesn't need to know where I am, so I just put never. Okay, my headphones from Sony, I don't even need them to know where's my location, so I put never. Instagram, no way, never. Okay, so all this you don't even have to put. You just don't have to put always, or any other rubbish. Okay, just make sure use it as while using the app or never. Alright, the next tip will be number 3. Turn off unnecessary system services. I will only recommend to turn on 3 things on. Okay, number 1 will be emergency calls and SOS. Find my iPhone and share my locations. Okay, only 3 things. The rest you can just turn everything off. You don't need them because it consumes a lot of battery. Okay, the next one is my personal favorite one, which I'm going to share with you, is the significant location services. which right below the Wi-Fi calling switch, it is a weird feature that actually save all your location which you have visited. To me, it's kind of creepy. Okay, you can find anything on mine because you can't find anything on mine because I turned this thing off. So go ahead and turn it off. Okay. Alright, number 4, turn off all the product improvement services. You don't really need them. Okay, just go ahead, turn it off. Let's move on to number 5, close all your apps. Swipe up and close them all, because the more apps you open in the background, it keeps working on it quietly. I know I'm not a fan of this, but after a recent update on iOS 14, I realized that yes, it needs to actually turn off. Like, you have to exit all your apps. So make sure you close all your apps, okay? Alright, number 6, limit your notifications. Again, this goes out to apps working in the background and waiting for notification to pop up. If you're a person who wants to be updated on apps details, then it's fine. For example, like Facebook and Instagram, you want to know who actually commented on your posts or commented in the pictures. And that is fine. Like currently, what I'm doing is that I have my Instagram notifications, turned on, but not my Facebook ones. Because if you still remember at the beginning of the video, I said that limit your notification for Facebook. But for Instagram, yes, you can do so. But I'm currently quite active with my Instagram on my tech page. So, yeah, most of us, want to keep ourselves updated. The ones I would recommend is your messaging services and all other essentials that you want to be notified. So, WhatsApp, Telegram, iMessage, all of these 3, you can make sure that they're turned on. Okay, but the rest of it, you can see most of it is turned off for me. So you might want to follow that as well. Number 7, turn on dark mode. If the screen is darker, less battery life is consumed. Okay, the next one will be number 8, which is turn on reduce motion. This particular function just makes your GPU, which is your graphic processing unit, a lot. Okay, reduce motion helps you to use your GPU less, which you can save more battery life. You will see the difference when you slide your phone. You won't have the slidey thing going on. Okay, so make sure you can turn on reduce motion. Number 9, turn on optimize battery charging. Okay, so what does this function really do? It keeps tracks on how you use your iPhone, and it will automatically charge it to less than 100%, which is going to keep the maximum capacity number to closer to 100 for longer, and also increases the resale value of your iPhone. So go ahead, turn it on. Alright, number 10, remove unnecessary widgets. Okay, I personally would recommend to remove those mini apps because they do drain your battery life. So you see, these apps basically actually refreshes all the time. So make sure you be smart enough to see which widgets you actually want to remove. Okay, so I would personally remove stacks because they have a lot of widgets, a lot of apps inside that runs in the background, so it will actually takes a lot of battery. So I would go ahead and remove all of them. Okay, and also Flipboard. So if you really want to read on Flipboard, you can just click on Flipboard and read it. You don't need to have a widget to update you because it's going to drain your battery. Okay, all right, we are almost there. We're at number 11 right now. So number 11 will be stop pushing and start fetching. Okay, which means that this is basically mainly referring to your mailing app. So what it means is that, so push means your iPhone is constantly going to check on your mailing app. Is there an email? Is there an email? Is there an email? So the more that you do that, the more battery life you're going to lose. So what you need to do is go to your mail app, go to your accounts, go to this area and make sure this is turned on to push. Push will be turn push off. Okay, so that it doesn't actually pushes automatically, and also from automatically make sure it's turned on to manually, so that all the other rest turn on to manual as well, except for Gmail. For me, I just kept it as fetch, but if you want to go ahead and turn that thing off to manual, please go ahead and turn off to manual as well. So the rest of it, try to follow this, make sure push is turned off, your fetch data will be manual, and the rest of it, make sure all of it is in manual. So if you really want to go ahead and check for your mails, just go ahead on your mailing work mail and click on just refresh it. Your mails will actually start coming up, unless if you are expecting a very important mail and you don't want to miss it, then of course you can make sure fetch is turned on automatically, your push content is turned on as well, and you can turn on this to automatically if you want to receive notifications or a very important email, but the rest of it you don't have to. Okay. All right, number 12. Next we go back to privacy, and we will turn off analytics and improvement. Okay, so scroll down all the way to analytics and improvement. Make sure all of this are turned off. Okay, like mine, as you can see, I turn everything off. This is basically sharing the way how you use your phone with Apple and other app developers. I recommend to turn all of it off. Okay, like how I did everything turned off, you can do the same thing as well. Okay, we have come to the final topic, which is tip number 13. My tip number 13 is going to be turn off your iPhone every once a week. That's what I do. Okay, it's very basic actually. Whenever you have a gadget that has glitches, it needs to be turned off. It needs to be turned off and turned on. Same works for the iPhone as well. So always go ahead and in a week, if you can't keep track, maybe you can just set a reminder for yourself and say, hey, it's time for you to turn off and turn on your phone. Like I have everything as a reminder, so I save everything in my reminders. So I'll keep I have a busy schedule ahead, so I keep everything updated. So yep, this is my final tip. And by the way, if you're gonna follow all these tips, okay, live with these tips for a week or two and see if your battery life actually improves. For most people it will. However, if it doesn't, you might need to DFU restore your iPhone. DFU stands for device firmware update, and it takes everything off your phone. So make sure you have it all backed up first onto iTunes or iCloud. If you need help on a DFU, just drop me in the comments below on how to get it done, and I will share the steps on that. So those are some great iPhone battery tips on how to prolong your iPhone battery life. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you soon.